Alright, hi everybody, Detector here. So today's video is going to start off talking a little bit about the Garrett AT Pro. If you watched my last video, you saw that I had the AT Pro in the water and I was going to be doing some water detecting, and it started freaking out, honestly, for lack of a better term. The screen, the numbers were just jumping, the scale up here was jumping back and forth. The VDI number was just all over the place. The depth was going crazy. I had lowered the sensitivity all the way down to the lowest setting, which is 1, and it was still just going haywire. I had no idea what was wrong with it. And so I had wanted to try a bunch of different things to try and see if I could get it to stop freaking out. So on that list of things was, taking off the coil connector and the headphone connector, cleaning the connections, making sure they weren't wet, checking the batteries, doing a factory reset. I think that was pretty much about it. I mean, obviously playing with the settings too. But so what I ended up doing is I let it sit. It's been sitting for about a week. And I didn't mess with it, didn't turn it on, nothing. So, because one of the other possibilities was that somehow it had gotten wet somewhere inside, maybe. So I turned it on. So let me go ahead and show you guys. And let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see the screen a little bit better. Let's see if it'll focus for you. There we go. So you can see it's not freaking out right now. And this is all the settings that it does on its own when you first turn it on. So, it's fine right now, and I know that there is metal here in the floor. So I'm just going to swing the coil a little bit, and hopefully it'll go off. There we go. So, see, the screen, the readings are reading fine. It's, it's still picking up metal and it's not freaking out about it. There you go. So, yeah, so, I checked the wire, I checked the coil and everything. I couldn't find any cracks or anything like that. So, I feel like somehow water got in there, and because I let it sit, it dried, and now it's fine. But, yeah, I don't know. It was very strange. So, yeah, it stopped doing it, but I am still sending it back to Calico. And I do have a new machine. So, but like I said, I wanted to start off kind of giving you guys an update on what it was. Because I know a couple of y'all have asked, what I did to get it to stop freaking out, because the same thing's happening to your unit. And honestly, it could be a number of things, but my recommendation based off of messing around with this one is try disconnecting the cable and the headphones. Check your connections, make sure they're clean, make sure they're dry. Check the batteries, do a factory reset, and look for any kind of cracks or anything where water could get in the coil or something like that. If none of that works, then you'll probably have to call Garrett and get them involved by either getting a new coil or sending in the unit, and they'll probably have to end up replacing something. I know a couple of people said they sent theirs in and they had to get the motherboard replaced. Of course, coil failures was another issue, like if it cracked or a seal broke or something. But yeah, definitely try those things first. And if they work, great. If not, then, unfortunately you'll be without your machine for a little bit. Although I have heard from people that Garrett was really quick about it, that it took about a week from when they sent it in to when they got their unit back. So, that is good. If you do have to send it in, at least you won't have a whole lot of downtime. But, yeah, so that's the update with the AT Pro. Alright guys, so here is my new metal detector, and it's a Mind Lab. Yay! I'm very excited. Now I don't know if all Mind Lab detectors come in the same box, so you guys don't know which detector it is yet, but you'll find out here in a minute. And there you go. I'm sure most of you guys already know these colors, so you know exactly which machine it is. So I am very excited to get to finally play with the Excalibur II. Oh, yes, this is a good day. Very good day. So, I'm going to unpack everything. I'm going to go ahead and put it together. I'm not going to show it on camera because I think probably about half of you guys use this machine to begin with, so you already know how it goes together. But I'm going to go ahead and put it all together. And again, this machine it was sent to me by Ron DeGhetto, and he is the owner of the Gold Digger metal detectors. So thank you so much, Ron. And now this machine is on loan. I don't get to keep this, and it's not mine, but I do get to play with it, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, alright, so I'm going to keep unpacking everything, and I'm going to put it together, and then once it's all put together, then I will come back and show you guys the machine. Alright. So today I'm at one of the islands off of Florida again, and it's a beautiful day out so far. It's pretty early in the morning, so there's not really a whole lot of people here yet, which is good. It gives me time to hunt and not be stared at or distracted. So it is low tide right now, and I'm very excited because, well, one, because it's low tide, and two, last night we had a pretty big storm come through, so I think a lot of the sand might have gotten taken away from the island. And you might be able to see right here, and this little area right here, it's lower. There's actually a dip going up right on that side right there, and then it kind of continues over into there. But I'm gonna be hunting in here first since it's lower, and maybe whatever goodies were up here on the beach got washed down there and wasn't able to get swept back out any farther. So I'm really excited. Yeah, and let me show you guys the machine that I'll actually be working with today. Here it is, the Excalibur II. I'm very excited to finally get to try it. And yeah, I put it together yesterday, and I got my settings kind of already set. I talked to another hunter, and he was actually at the gathering that we had in Clearwater in May. And so I talked to him, and he gave me some good settings to start off with. So this is what I'm going to be running. I'm going to be in disc mode. I'm not going to use pinpoint yet because I don't know anything about the machine yet. Threshold, once I turn this on, I'm going to run it so that there's a constant hum. Volume is cranked all the way up. Sensitivity, I've got it 6 right now. And discrimination is going to be at 1. And that's what I'm going to run the machine at today. I'm not going to mess with anything for my first time out. So yeah, I'm very excited. And as I mentioned earlier, this isn't mine. It's on loan from Ron DeGhetto, and he's the owner of the Gold Digger metal detectors. So thank you again, Ron, for letting me play with an Excal. I'm very excited, as you can tell. I'm also out here with Rex, my 8-inch T-Rex scoop. I've got a Raptor handle. I've got my Gold Digger treasure pouch. I got my gloves in there. I guess that's pretty much it, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna get it set up, and then we'll start doing some metal detecting. Alright guys, so I'm adjusting my threshold a little bit. So I was walking to start in this little cutout, and hang on. I was walking to start in this little cutout, and I swung over this area, and the threshold noise stopped. I don't know, it's very weird to me. And like right now there's a very low hum. See, like right now there's no sound. Well, the sound cuts out, which, I mean, I don't know. I thought the sound's only supposed to cut out if it's over a target that I discriminated out. So I find that a little strange. So I think I got it. See, right now there's no sound, but I know that there's something there. I mean, there's no sound. Whew, this stuff is quite stinky. Oh, there it is. Bottle cap. It's got a continuous low hum right now, which, I don't know, I feel like it's not supposed to sound like that. I feel like it should be a higher continuous hum. So, I don't know. See there, it's higher now. I'm really hoping I find something good in here. Ooh. It shot up. I don't know. I thought there was something, but now I don't hear anything. I'm going real slow, because I was told that it's best. Oops. See, I don't know if you guys can hear that on the camera. Anyways, I was told that it's best to go real slow with the Excalibur, because it'll pick up stuff that other people missed if they were going too fast. So I want you guys to hear this. See, but so I just found that tent stake, and the X-Cow is still doing that very low growl. Now it just stopped. Alright guys, so I had to switch machines. The X-Cow battery died. So yeah, but I kind of thought that could happen, so I brought out Beaker with me just in case. Beaker is my Garrett Sea Hunter Mark II, and I've got the small 8-inch coil on, so yeah, so I'm gonna do some metal detecting with Beaker now. Alright, so I'm gonna start metal detecting until I find something. Alright guys, so I got my first target here with Beaker. Right there. Still there. Okay, so apparently I had it, and then I dumped it. There it is. Pull tab. The only bad thing about Beaker, well, not really bad, but the thing about Beaker is that it's a pulse induction machine, so being close to metal is enough to set it off. So if I'm scanning over here, right there, it's picking up wrecks. So I'm like 18 inches, 2 feet away, and he's picking up wrecks. So yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta keep wrecks well behind him. So I'm hunting here, still in this little dip, but I'm hunting right on the shell line. So hopefully I'll find something good. So we got another target right here. See, and I can't scan my hole with wrecks there, but the target's still there. Oh, there it is. Reds. Bottle cap. Alright. Alright guys. Got another target here. kind of fishing weight, guys. Or a sinker, or I don't know. Yeah, very nice. Alright, so that's good. If that is up here, I think that's pretty good. Because that means where there's fishing weights, there's rings, right? Right, that's how it works. Alright, so that means I think I'm going to hunt a little bit higher. I was hunting down there, so I'm going to go a little bit higher now. Going nice and slow, trying to make sure I overlap my swings. So we got another target here. It's going to be a tent stake. So I'm going to come in it like this. Yep. Yep. Alright guys, so I'm pretty effective at identifying tent stakes. It's an accomplishment, I think. I think. Yep. Alright guys, so I got another target here. This one's a little bit bigger. So yeah, kind of seems like 2 inches by 2 inches maybe. Ah! Boo! It looked like a ring from the side. It was not. It's a little teeny tiny cap, probably to like some water, some kind of, well, obviously some kind of drink, but yeah, boo. Yeah, so it was not 2 inches by 2 inches. It was not a ring. But I think I've kind of found my line where everything's at. So I got this one here. That one was a tent stake. Right before it was a fishing weight. So like this is my line right here. So I'm gonna keep walking this line. And I'm going to cover it very well in hopes that I find that ever elusive ring. So there's another one here. This one's kind of quiet, so it's either very small or very deep. Oops. Oh, got it. Whew. It's a whole lot louder now. So it's probably a pull tab, and I see it. It's foil. Yeah, it's some kind of foil. There you go. Alright, so it was pretty small and kind of deep. It's probably about maybe a foot down. So I have to say, I've not hunted with beaker in a while because I've been messing around with the AT Pro and before that the MX Sport. But I have to say, hunting with other machines has made it a bit easier to hunt with beaker, with my Sea Hunter Mark II. I've learned a bit more about like threshold and about identifying solid targets. So I have to say, I'm a little bit more comfortable using beaker now than I used to be. Alright, so I got another target right here. This is still in that dig line that I found. Some kind of teeny tiny piece of something or other. I don't know. Right, so found another target. I'm thinking it's a tent stake. Ooh, yep. Yep. There it is. Tent stake. Yep. So now that was a little bit higher. Well, it was out of my dig line. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. But I caught it on the outside of my swing. So there's my dig line right there. And I was over here and I swung and just caught it on the outside of my swing. So, yep, I dug it because you never know. You never know. Alright guys, so here are my findings for today's hunt. It was an alright day worth of hunting. I mean, I found a lot of targets, so that was pretty fun. But I was kind of bummed out because I started off with the Excal and then the battery died and I couldn't use it and I was so sad. Now the deal with the battery. As I mentioned before, the Excal was sent to me by Ron DeGhetto from the Gold Digger Metal Detectors, and the Excal is I think it's a machine that was traded in. So I think it might have been used on the, like, as a floor model in their shop. So whoever packed it, they put in the wrong charging cord for the battery, so I wasn't able to charge the battery before I went out on my hunt. So the battery died on me 20 minutes in, and I was so disappointed because I finally got my hands on an Excal, and I only got to use it for like 20 minutes before it kicked the bucket. So yeah, so I'm working on getting the correct little charger plug. But because of that, I was only able to find 2 targets before it died, and that was this tent stake here, which is actually very pointy at the end. I was kind of surprised, but it's obviously been out there for a while. So I found that, and I think this bottle cap here. And the rest of the stuff here that you see, I found with my Sea Hunter, my Garrett Sea Hunter Mark II, MK2. So I found a lot of bottle caps. These are all my caps that I found. Found a couple of bits of foil, junk pieces, more tent stakes. This is a hell of a tent stake too. Look at that. That's a good sized tent stake there. I found 2 fishing thingies. This is a little, as Tony likes to call them, space pods. And this one's got some fuzz on it. Then I found a fishing hook, 2 pull tabs. This is like a little drink cap. When I found this, oh my gosh, I almost had a stroke because all I could see was the side of it. And so it looked like a ring. And then I saw that it was not a ring and I got sad. This is just like a little screw, and these are little random bits of metal. These were a pain to find because I found them with my Sea Hunter, which does not have a double D coil, so it's a little bit more difficult to locate the target, but I was able to find them, and I think I actually found a couple more of these, but because they're so small, I think they might have slipped out of my my treasure pouch, but found that. And then for the goodies, these are what I found. So I found 1 quarter dated 93, a dime dated, looks like 2005 maybe. And this is a penny, which I broke off a little bit. I didn't mean to, but I did. And then this was the very last target of the day that I found. This I found about 10 feet away from the back of our boat, which is where we hang out. And I dug it, and it was kind of a good ways down. It took me a couple of scoops to get to it, but I finally got it out. And it's a Kershaw knife, and I was able to rinse it out while we were there in the water. So I'm able to get it open now. But, I mean, it's a nice little blade. It's a little dirty. I mean, it wasn't rusted yesterday when I found it. Or, not yesterday, today when I found it. But, so it's gotten, you know, since it's been out of the water and it's dried up a bit, it's gotten a little rusty. But I plan on putting it in the sonic cleaner and cleaning it up. And my husband has some stuff that'll get that rust off. But I think it'll be a nice little blade to keep on the boat, you know, just in case. It's got a bottle opener back here. And it's got the little hook so you can, like, hook it onto your pants or something if you need to. But yeah, this is probably, I would say this is the coolest find that I've ever found while metal detecting. So yeah, I was really excited when I found that. Yeah, so I'll take pictures, or I'll shoot some video of it after I put it in the sonic cleaner so you guys can see how it cleans up and how it turns out. But so yeah, so all in all, it was a pretty good hunt. And even though I didn't get to use the Excal for very long, I did enjoy finally getting to use it. But yeah, I think it'll be much better once I get it with a full battery. So that'll be nice. Oh, I found this twisty tab too, junk. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the finds. If you're interested in the Excal or even the digger pouch or my Raptor handle, I got all of that from Ron at the Gold Digger Metal Detectors, and I've included a link down below in the description if you want to go over to their website and check them out. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah, so I designed a couple of t-shirts on uberprints.com, and I'll put some pictures here of what they are. But if you're interested in getting a t-shirt, one of the t-shirts, send me either a message on Facebook or Instagram, or shoot me an email, and I'll share the design with you. Now, I don't get any percentage from any shirts that you guys buy. It's just something that I did for fun because I thought it was kind of cool. And they are laced with innuendo, so if you are into that, definitely go over and check them out. So I'll post pictures here at the end so you guys can see what they are. And what else? Oh, I'm also on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, so definitely hit me up on those social media sites. And other than that, I guess I will see you guys later.